Hello students, welcome to in 5 minutes. So we will start with type 1 in complex Fourier series. So sums of complex Fourier series type 1, that is for minus pi to pi. The sum which I am taking it now, it's very important because this sum is going to link it with further 2 to 3 sums. So please understand this sum very well. So what we need to do, obtain complex form of Fourier series for f of x that is equal to e raised to ax in minus pi to pi, where a is not an integer. Hence, deduce that when alpha is a constant other than an integer, so we need to deduce it cos alpha x that is equal to sin pi alpha divided by pi summation minus 1 raised to n alpha divided by alpha square minus n square into e raised to I n x. Similarly, we need to find for sin alpha x also. So, the first work which we need to do, we need to find Fourier series. So, let's start with that. So, my Fourier series is defined by f of x that is equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity cn e raised to I n x. Now for minus pi to pi, already in last video we had discussed that if range changes, then what are the changes in Fourier series and my Cn value. So for this, my value of Cn is 1 upon 2 pi minus pi to pi f of x into e raised to minus I n x dx. So let's find first Cn. Now I go with Cn is equal to 1 upon 2 pi minus pi to pi. My function is e raised to ax into e raised to minus I n x dx. Now students, let's solve this integration. So minus pi to pi, this changes to e raised to a minus in, taking x common, dx. So that comes 1 upon 2 pi integration of e raised to a minus in into x is the same term divided by a minus in, where the lower limit is minus pi, upper limit is pi. So now I can say 1 divided by 2 pi a minus in, and then putting upper limit I get e raised to a minus in into pi minus e raised to a minus in into minus pi. So now after solving this, I get 1 divided by 2 pi a minus in, then here e raised to a pi into e raised to minus I n pi minus e raised to minus a pi into e raised to I n pi. So now we know that students, e raised to I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. So therefore e raised to, or else you can also say when it is e raised to minus I theta, it is cos theta minus I sin theta. By using these two formulas, I can easily say that e raised to plus or minus I n pi is cos of n pi plus or minus I sin of n pi. So cos n pi is minus 1 raised to n and sin n pi is 0. So we get this value